It is that time of month again where the Dragon Ball Super manga keeps on coming out, this time every 31 days. And what I'm seeing from Dragon Ball Super right now is the foundation for a great story. Dragon Ball Super right now is on the cusp of one of its greatest ever storylines, and it's for one reason only. Throughout all of Dragon Ball Super, there has been one character teased on us. They teased us with this guy so many times. He was at the end of Dragon Ball Z. For the first time ever, excluding that exposition match, Majin Buu takes on the main role. Now that's at the very end of the chapter and it's a huge cliffhanger, but to start things off, Moro is on this rampage. He is tearing through Namekian villages like they're nothing, and with the power he has, he can sense the presence of a Dragon Ball. Something that doesn't even have a life presence, Moro can sense it, he can find it within the planet and he goes straight to it. He just kills the Namekians for fun. Meanwhile, as all of this is going on, Goku and Vegeta are slowly recovering, but because of what Moro is, every second they spend on that planet, they are slowly getting sapped of their energy and it's going straight into Moro. That's why he's becoming so powerful. It cuts back to Earth and the two Namekians on Earth, Dende and Piccolo, they can feel something wrong with their home planet, so maybe they can use their Dragon Balls and find a way to help out. But in the meantime, hours go on by and Moro has collected 6 Dragon Balls. And of course, as it would turn out, the last Dragon Ball is right in the presence of Goku and Vegeta, their elder, the last few people alive on this planet. Both Goku and Vegeta are in a very weakened state at the moment, and the last time they saw Moro, they both got slapped up, but everyone else on the planet has died. So Goku, being the noble warrior that he is, even though he's nowhere near full strength and is still weakened from his last fight, he has no choice but to stand up to Moro face to face. And so he puts on his clothes and rushes out towards Moro, and Vegeta does the same thing. But what's interesting here is, before Vegeta leaves, he has a moment with the Namekian. He says, "Given that I killed all of those Namekians many years ago, how do you and the Namekians feel about me?" And the Namekian elder tells him that the Namekian people, we don't hold grudges, basically telling him that it was all in the past, and if we held a grudge, then more conflict would come from it. So Vegeta takes that in, and he rushes to catch up with Goku, and he says to Goku, if we survive this, we are restoring planet Namek to how it once was. So obviously, again, huge character development from Vegeta. We seem to see this every single chapter. As the series progresses, Vegeta is becoming more and more of a noble, good guy. You could even make a very good case that Vegeta is more noble than Goku at this point, because what he's basically saying is that he is going to restore Namek to how it once was, but that's only if they survive, and based on how strong Moro has gotten with these abs that he now has, it's very unlikely. Goku and Vegeta are standing there and they begin to power up, anticipating Moro. As Goku and Vegeta are charging Moro, the Galactic Patrol actually intervenes and they come down from out of nowhere, the sky, and the guy that set Goku and Vegeta up on this mission actually comes in and helps. He is able to trap Moro in this gooey substance, and for some reason, Moro can't break out of it easily at all. And speaking of gooey substances, this is where Majin Buu comes from out of the sky as well. Jaco brought Majin Buu all the way from Earth because out of anyone that can take on Moro, Majin Buu is the best choice aside from maybe Beerus or Whis. Moro's origin is all to do with the Grand Supreme Kai, and the whole reason he was defeated in the past is because of the Grand Supreme Kai. And if you remember, in Dragon Ball Z, Majin Buu has the Grand Supreme Kai in him. Any remnants of that man is now part of Majin Buu. And so what the Galactic Patrol did is they hypnotized Majin Buu to bring back the memories of the Grand Supreme Kai. And when these two see each other, Majin Buu immediately knows who this is. He says, Moro, in his Majin Buu voice, and Moro looks back at him absolutely pissed. This is when he breaks out of that gooey substance and he says, the Grand Supreme Kai. This is a rivalry that goes back at least 10 million years. These two have massive history together, and the fact that Majin Buu actually gets to fight in Dragon Ball Super against Moro, representing the Grand Supreme Kai. This is some of the coolest stuff I've ever seen. Majin Buu charges Moro, and you'd think that if Goku and Vegeta weren't challenging this guy, Majin Buu doesn't have that much of a chance, but absolutely not. Majin Buu smacks him across the field. Moro tries to put a hole through his gut, and that's when he thinks he's got him, but we all know Majin Buu, that does not stop him. He smiles directly in his face and just sends him flying again. This is a different Majin Buu that we saw from Dragon Ball Z. Apparently, the reason he is so good against Moro is whatever it is that makes up Majin Buu, Moro can't absorb it like he can with planets and other life forms. Kind of like how Cell couldn't absorb the energy from Android 16, it's kind of the same thing. Majin Buu is turning out to be the perfect counter to Moro, and if anyone can beat him, it's looking like it's Majin Buu. Anyway, that was this month's chapter. Let me know what you think. I want to thank you so much for watching. and I'll see you in the next Dragon Ball video.